Alright traders, I want to give you a quick E-mini future update. I've actually just, oh man, I think my computer's getting a virus. I've just opened up investing.com. This is where I do all my S&P E-mini future analysis anyway. Yeah, so I normally use this sort of service. So if you want to be able to use that, yeah, that's where I use it. So anyway guys, let me show you what I see on the E-mini futures. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, so let me just show you the E-mini futures right now. Right now as I speak, it's up, basically neutral, 1.7%. Up on the high, up. So let me just go through this. Let me just blow this right up. So blow this right up. And I want to just bring this into here like that. And I want to bring this in here like that as well. So I'm just going to bring up the chart itself. There we go. So let me just delete that. My computer is, I think my computer's got a virus. All right, so in real time, we can see exactly what's happened with the S&P E-mini futures. We can see on the daily chart anyway that we had this big down bar through here, and the market actually opened and ran up to the high side and came down and closed lower. Now, one thing I am noticing on the daily chart on the E-mini future anyway is I'm noticing that we do have, let me just get a trend line here. Obviously, first thing I do notice is that we are definitely closing below this sort of trend line through here. We're still at that area where it's you can see how it's still struggling. Yeah, so you can see that it's still bouncing off there, bouncing off there, bouncing off there. So we continue to bounce off that. We can see that there, right? But we also can see too that if I bring like just a horizontal line, we also can see too that this high point up through here has definitely been a significant area of resistance in the market. Let's just make that pink. So you can see that this has definitely been an area where the market's had problems. So you can see how it closed below here, it ran back up and hit this whole area, this whole top up here. This whole top area up here was that high point through there. And you can see that, you can see how this market ran up, came down, bounced off the trend line, came up, it came down. Now, it came down and now it tried to rally back up again, and then it came down again. So at this time when it came down, you can see how it opened up and ran up and rejected this whole area through here, and then it came back down. So you can see that if you look back over the last couple of days, you can see how this low point through here, if I bring that low point down through to there, and I make it up through there, you can see how that low point through there, this whole area through here has been a good significant area of support resistance. But anyway, so on the, again, this is the first time I'm looking at this chart, guys, so it's not like I'm doing this analysis after I've looked at the charts. So I'm looking at the charts myself as well too, and I'm just talking to you guys as I'm thinking about what I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing this rejection through here. I'm like, okay, I can see how that it's starting to also slowly top out as well too, because if I just bring up my trend lines here, you can see how, yeah, you can see how that this could be like a little left shoulder here, little head here, and a little right shoulder there. You can see how that we're getting this bit of a round top through here. So that could be a sign to getting more downside to come. Now, I did a video last week. Let's go to the hourly chart here. This is the hourly chart, and I did a video. Actually, go to the 5 hourly chart. So I did a video last week, and I said I did a video last week, and I said, okay, the market's running up through here. If it creates a head and shoulder formation, then we're likely to see some significant movement. And I actually even said, like, if I look at the Fibonacci retracements, we can actually see this. We can see that this Fibonacci retracement line, where are we here? Again, fan, the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, cool. So we can see from there to there, the Fibonacci retracement from there to there. You see how that it ran up. It ran into the 62% level, actually ran up to the 70% level, and then dropped it down. Now, if I bring this whole area from there to there, this whole move down, you can see it's at the 62%, but if I move this down, where's that at? It's right at that 70% and then drop down. So here's what's forming right now. Here's what we can see right now on this 5-hourly chart. We can see that this whole move has come down, and if I just look at this Fibonacci retracement from there to there, you can see last time we created this head and shoulder formation, it ran up to almost the 76% retracement, and then broke down. But that 76% retracement was also this area of support and resistance. So you can see, where you can actually see back here had a lot of resistance, back here had a lot of support, and then it rejected it down, and then we came down through there. So let me just delete that off the screen, and let me just bring up another trend line. And if I just draw a trend line from there to there, what do I get? So you probably get that through there, because it actually did reject it. So we have that point through there. So if I'm looking at this here, and let me just delete off the screen again. If I'm looking at that, looks like we may be forming maybe a bit of a channel. So if I just squeeze that up, and yeah, if I get like a little parallel, maybe it's through there. Is that through there? No, not that one through there. So again, guys, you can see I'm just doing this on the fly with you guys. So if I draw my trend line from there to there, that was definitely the point. That point through there, but you can see how it rejected it through there as well too. So I'm going to put that down through there, and I'm going to extend this down to the bottom through here. So, and there we go. Now you can see how it came down, it bounced off this support through here, came back up, hit this area of resistance, and now it's came back down. And now, this is the whole area through here, this whole area through here is where we're having a lot of issues and a lot of problems. That through there, slash through that through there. There's a whole lot of area of it broke back up and came back down, and now it's sort of filtering around where it is right now. And you can see here this overall big channel is going down and going down, going down. So we're in this overall big channel here. So, and again, guys, I'm doing this on the fly, so just bear with me here. So we've got this little big reversal down bar, and you can see we're actually starting to slowly step down. Okay, and just looking at the peaks and troughs, we're slowly stepping down. So we have this high up here, came down, made a lower trough, lower peak, lower trough. Now this is actually forming a lower peak now, where this little higher reversal closed on this 5-hourly chart, and now we're at this whole area here of major support and resistance. And as I said before as well too, that we do have this trend line coming down through here. So we are creating now lower lows on the actual chart itself, and obviously this reversal bar here. So let's go have a look at the hourly chart. Let's see what the hourly chart is showing us. So this is obviously the hourly chart now, guys, we're looking at. And you can see how there's been a lot of significant areas of support and resistance through here. Let me delete that off the screen. We can see there's actually a lot of support and resistance going on down through here as well. So that's where a lot of support and resistance is through there. But we also see there's also that whole area through there is definitely a support and resistance as well too. You can see how we came back up, we formed down, we had a little support through here, and now we're just slowly crawling up. So the overall big picture here, guys, is actually down. It's actually looking quite weak, and if we struggle, if the buyers struggle through here, then the sellers are likely to come in and start to hammer this to the downside even more, because the overall big picture is actually still down. So, and what we might be getting is this whole thing through here just might be an overall bear flag, as you can see, right? So this actually might be an overall bear flag formation. So that's what I do see there, guys, on the on the S&P 500 chart. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got that there. What I do say there is this, guys, is that, yeah, but looking at, let's go back to, this is the 4-hourly chart now. So yeah, so by looking at the 4-hourly chart, guys, I do see that, I want to take that off the screen. Looking at the 4-hourly chart, guys, we are making lower peaks and lower troughs, so the bears have it. The bears have it for now anyway. It doesn't mean we can't rally up into this area, support and resistance level again, but the overall market's starting to shift to the downside. We're starting to get these lower highs, lower lows and lower highs in the market. And then major swings too. Major swings. If we go back to the 5-hourly chart, you can see there of what's actually happening there as well too. So guys, by looking at this chart, guys, it looks like we may be starting to try to form on the downside. So yeah, so that's basically what I see, guys, on the mini S&P 500. We're bouncing off here, came back down, came back up, bouncing off that there. So I actually see a lot more. I see more downside to come, guys. Even though we get like a little reversal here, we may get a little push to the high side in this chart here. We may get a push back up to this resistance level up here, maybe even a little bit higher. But you can see here on the hourly chart that that's the support and resistance level from there, possibly, yeah. Definitely all through there, that's where the market supports. So we actually may even get like a little run to the high side and then maybe a pull to the downside. But we can actually see that the market is definitely starting to, you can see this really rolling over now and rolling over and rolling over. So, but here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing that I'm always looking out for. And you know, obviously looking at the E-mini S&P 500, if it starts to break above this high here of 2055, then the uptrend is likely to resume. We're likely to start seeing some more upside. So, that simply means we could be getting a lot more. That could mean that we could be getting some sideways movement as well. Hey, it's John Howell here, and thanks so much for watching my video. You see, I'm putting out daily videos and education on helping you learning the art of successful trading. So click on the subscribe button to keep up to date with every video I do. Also, check out my story video, $250,000 in debt, cancer, overweight, family passing away, lived on the streets, and more, and how I overcome it and now thriving through my life. This is here to motivate you, so click on that image to watch my video. And lastly, if you're struggling with your trading, then you need to see my latest webinar where I'm sharing with you an amazing strategy that allows you to generate an income without getting the direction right. So click on that image on this page to register for my next free webinar. This is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.